record here that this system, our system was certified every year for 30 years. And whatever problems and whatever rumors you've heard and whatever rumors were circulated did not appear at this particular moment in time. I believe that they appeared only because of continuous phone calls and continuous complaints outside of this body, the Department of Consumer Affairs. And it's great, but it's great. I believe nothing wrong with this. I believe that people have an opportunity and right to speak, but it did cost us, in my estimate, in my opinion, it did cost us a significant amount of money extra. So that's the story. Yeah, please.
Well, I think your assumption that it was somebody, a director, that caused the state officials to come here, I think that's an opinion. I don't share that opinion. I think the state was well aware of our lack of living up to the code as far as the sprinkler system. So I won't, accuse anybody, especially on the board, of being the one who caused the state to come in here. I think the fire marshal, the town official all knew about this, so I think it's unfair to blame one particular person, whether it's a board member or any other citizen, to be the cause of the state to come in and present us with a punitive order to close the garage. We've had these violations, as you said, I think we've read the letter since January, and I'm sure we didn't do enough to correct them. So that's
Well, you would know better because you were a member of the committee which was set up to look at this issue, right?
Well, that was just a few weeks or a month before the punitive order came in, and we did speak. We had minutes. We did have minutes where we did speak about taking care of the sprinkler system, the fire safety system, the elevators, but the board was preoccupied, I think, with other things such as garage automation, which I'm not, we can all discuss all these things. That's what was discussed.
It is funny. It is really funny. Yeah, of course.
That's what was discussed. Well, we'll go back to the minutes. We'll go back to the minutes. That's
please do.
Okay.
Please do. I would suggest for you to
the other question.
But please, since you made this, I suggest for you to go back to the minutes and next meeting produce the record.
Okay.
Would you please? Would you do us a big favor?
No problem.
Thank you.
The other question I had is regarding the report. I think Mr. Kingman is going to generate an investigation. Is this something that perhaps we should get somebody outside of the board to do this, as our attorney, just so it doesn't have the appearance of,
What I believe this is what appearance would it have?
Well, I mean, this is a board attorney.
Attorneys investigated you and did not find you guilty. Attorneys.
No. There wasn't our attorney. It was an independent attorney.
Ah, okay.
So that's the difference. I'm bringing up this question just to remove any doubt from somebody's mind that perhaps if it comes out a certain way...
Let me answer this right away. I'll suggest since we have a counsel, let him produce his report. And if he have doubts, then perhaps we will retain another attorney to check this out.
Well, I was just raising that issue.
Absolutely.
Because, as you know,
but perhaps it would be evident, and it's a black and white, so even, a not operating director can understand black and white. What if it's black and white, all factual? What if it's minutes of meetings and reports?
Well, black and white, somebody maybe, people read...
Let's cross this bridge when we get there.
Let me just correct one statement that you made. I'm not the board attorney. I'm the GTCA attorney.
Well, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Just one other comment. At the December 22nd homeowners meeting, I think Mr. Kingman misspoke or something was misunderstood when Mr. Kingman said for the first time, as he thought, we were going to go try and attach the rent of renters where the owner is not paying the maintenance.
I apologize, but this is not the issue at this particular time.
No, but excuse me, this was an open meeting.
Please, I absolutely agree. But how does it connect? I recognize you to address the legal report. If you find
another
Mr.
question.
Kingman,
I have a question for Mr. Kingman.
But let's do this in the due. I'll ask you this. I'll give you this opportunity. But let's go through the agenda. Save this moment.
No, but this is the legal report. Just one quick question.
But it's
it's not actually that question. I just want to clear it up. When you said to me at the meeting that, as I just stated, that this would be the first time we're going to go after the renter, and I said it's not true. That this is not the first time we're going to go after the renters, and I brought it up numerous times. And then you came back at me and you said that was the first time I brought it up. And I'd like to read from the minutes of August 20th.
Frank.
Excuse me, it's just one line.
Okay.
We're talking about the arrears, and I bring up on August 20th, Mr. Longo asked what was being done about owners who are in arrears and have tenants in their apartments. Mr. Buckler was successful in the past in getting the rent applied to the maintenance. So I just want to establish that it wasn't the first time that he you know, it was going to be done.
Point. Excellent point.
And I want to correct.
6 minutes of our time.
Well, fine.
Your time is great.
Listen, I spent hours listening to you, and nothing was said. So
of course. Franco,
the
I'm
homeowner,
sorry.
excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me. Let me finish.
I'll answer.
Don't-
I'll answer. You want an answer?
Did I finish my...
Oh, I thought you said you had to read one line. You have more? Go ahead.
No, I don't have more, but he's interrupting every time I'm speaking.
Go ahead, finish.
Okay, I'll finish. So when you said to the homeowners that I never brought it up before, that's not true, and I just brought the minutes to state that.
Are you ready?
Oh,
You done?
should I hold on to my seat? Go ahead.
Okay. All I'll say is that, A, you're misinterpreting what I said to the homeowners at the December meeting. That's not exactly what I said. More importantly, what you have said repeatedly at that meeting and at previous meetings is that you have personal knowledge of tenants in units where they're paying rent and the unit owners are in arrears. I have repeatedly asked you to provide me with that information. And to date, you have not done that. So I will
never
ask
said
you,
that.
I will ask you one
I never
more.
said
Please,
I said, we all know...
Please.
I will ask you one more time.
Stop.
If in fact, as you claim, you have personal knowledge, please communicate that to my office.
I guess you, again,
Please,
misleading.
that's enough.
I don't have personal
Of
knowledge.
course, of course.
We all know certain people who are in arrears as far as the owners and have tenants. We all know some of these people. This is not my job. This is the accounting department.
If you know such people, why won't you give that to
You
me?
can get that from the accounting department. You shouldn't ask me.
Please.
Well, if you can't, then how's he going to get it from me?
All right, that's enough. Enough.
I just
Good,
want to establish
good.
that I
Great
didn't bring
point.
this up
Great
before.
point. The next issue on the agenda.
Excuse me, can I just ask one thing? What about sending the letters on fire safety out in an email
This is
blast?
a different story. We'll discuss it. This has nothing to do with legal report. We cannot email blast these letters because these letters are not, we cannot. We can find a way because we cannot attach files. People do not attach PDF, do not open PDF files. We've been repeatedly asked by many, many people not to send PDF files. So please, we can send the link, but I'm not sure if the if Cooper Square Connect gives you an opportunity to send the link to a file stored on the. I see you, Gail. I recognize you when I finish speaking.
Okay.
So but we've been repeatedly asked by many unions, and we've been advised we do not open any attachments because most of people, we have virus protection and it just simply junk it. We will find a different way of delivering this important piece of information.
Yes, then...
Plus, Cooper Square Connect and our email list does not cover 70% of the unit owners. Why would we be discriminating? Since we cannot separate who is getting it, who is not, it's a half job. I suggest that this letter, this cover letter, should go to all the directors.
When was the last time you were in Cooper Square Connect? I was on it last week.
4 days ago.
Okay, I couldn't find anything.
So that's the point. So this is this letter will
Not recently, no.
this letter we will
Don't bother.
we will prepare. This is self-explanatory. We will prepare a short cover letter, and this 3 pages or 2.5 pages will be mailed to everybody.
That would be fine.
Thank you very much.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Just an FYI, and if you want to mail it out, I think that's a great thing. It is true that we don't send out PDF attachments because some people have complained they can't open it. What I did want to suggest is on my machine, I can scan in a PDF as a Word, and we can send it out as a Word.
You cannot
That's
send
what I think.
document of this nature
No,
as a
you
Word
can't.
document because you cannot. Because
have
then
to
you can
PDF.
alter, you can do a lot of things. You have to send this PDF. This is not a discussion for this particular meeting. Next issue for the agenda. Sorry.